How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we work together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about why you're in the situation that you're in, why your life has been the way it is, and how you can shift it and build a positive future that you will enjoy and get to experience the things that you desire. But before we get started, we'll take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy, and then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency, and once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. All right, well, we're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go and take another deep breath in. And out. So in life, it can be so easy to blame the external circumstances for your current state. And on one hand, you're not wrong. We can be products of an environment. Things can happen externally that affect how we are. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. If there's one truth that I truly believe, and I think is one of the most powerful ones, it's that you are the creator of your experience. Now, your experience is more than just the things around you, just your job title, just your income, just your health. Your experience is also how you feel. All of that is connected. You are the creator of that. Now, if something or someone is causing you to focus on certain things, not understand your true power, you can create things that you don't desire. The laws of this universe are always happening, especially the law of attraction. What we focus on, we attract more of. What we focus on, we expand in our experience, whether we want to or not. You are more powerful than you realize. So this message is really about opening yourself up to the possibility that you have the power. As soon as you decide that everything external does not affect you and that everything is up to you, the creation, the experience, the future that you are going to go through is going to be based upon you. When you take that power, it may not be fair, it may not be easy, but when you take that power, you have the ability to create exactly what it is that you desire. Now, it's not just about creating financial abundance. It's not just about creating the physical experience that you want. It's about creating the internal state that you desire, because that's what you truly are. The energy within you is what you truly are. So that's why that's got to be priority one. I've talked about the two journeys in this life. So many of us focus on what I call the second journey, the physical things, the job, the title, the money, the status, all of those things. Those are secondary because they don't truly create wellness. They don't truly create happiness because those are based within. The perspective that you take, the frequency that you operate on within you is going to dictate how you feel during those things. Most people want to feel good. Most people want to feel love, want to wake up in the morning with purpose, with positive energy flowing within them, seeing the good in the world, spreading the good in the world. If you have those things, you are enjoying life. You are at peace. You are in your flow. None of those things are dependent on external things. None of those things care how much money is in your bank account. None of those things care what the people you work with are like. Now, it can be difficult when you don't have a lot of money to be positive because poverty is hard. It can be difficult to have a positive attitude when you work with people that are negative, that are hateful or hurtful. It can be difficult to operate in this world when the opposite is existing. But if we want to change, we have to change ourselves first. This world that we're experiencing is the reflection of the collective. We are actively creating this experience. So if we want to change it, we have to change ourselves. We have to level ourselves up. And that's why you're so valuable. Everything that you've gone through up until this point, whether you did it consciously, whether the world dictated it, whatever it is that has led you to this exact moment, is setting yourself up for a second act that's powerful, for a second act that is huge, for a second act that is inspiring. That's what you've been set up for. Everything is happening for you. It's not happening for you to achieve material things. It can. It's happening for you to achieve internal growth. Something difficult, when that happens and you're able to find peace and love, you're strengthening that frequency within you. When life is hard, but you're able to stay right within, you've strengthened the energy within you. If you take the perspective that this is a piece of your experience, this life that you're living, not the entirety of your experience, the life that you're living. If you are more than this, then you can start looking at this as an opportunity to grow your higher self, an opportunity to lift your spirit, your energy so that you can grow. That's why we're here. That's why everything looks like obstacles. That's why everything gives you difficulty and tension and hurt and pain, because guess where growth happens? It happens in the tension. It happens in the pain. That's why it's all here. It's here for you. We are not reflectors. If you are operating in reflective energy, you are not your true self. What that means is, if something is going on externally, like the world is good, people are nice to you, people are loving, they're giving you everything you need, you have abundance in all ways because it's all being delivered to you, and you're positive, you're happy because of that. You are reflecting the energy around you. And as soon as that energy changes, you will then reflect the new energy around you. That's why they say people can be a product of their environment, because they're only reflecting, they're not creating. When you shift that energy and go back into creative energy, then you have to start focusing on what it is that you want to create. We are here to change. We are here to grow. So we can do it within. But the more of us that do it within will change the way this world is vibrating, because we are creating it together. You are meant to be a part of this change, no matter where you are in life. If you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're working in the workforce, if you're retired, if you're a young dad, if you're a child, if you're in school, no matter where you find yourself, you can make a difference. Imagine somebody that you experience in your life. Maybe it's someone you work with, maybe it's someone you live with, maybe it's someone you go to school with, maybe it's a friend. Now imagine that they happen to be listening to this podcast this morning before you see them, and they decided they were going to change the energy within them. They were going to lift their frequency up, and they were not only going to receive love, but they were going to give it every moment they can. Imagine experiencing that person, the change that would positively affect you. It would also positively affect the people around them. You can be that change for someone else. Whether you're intentionally giving the energy or not, when you change the frequency within you, people feel it. When someone is mad and they have anger and they have that pain energy, you feel it. They don't even have to open their mouth sometimes. You feel it. They can step in a room and zap the energy right out of it. When someone's happy, they're feeling good, they can transmit that energy as well. Everything is energy. That's what we are at our core. That's our mission, to level up. So remember, there's 2 journeys. Which one have you been focusing on? And which one should you be focusing on? You are meant to be more. You can be more. You are part of the solution. You matter. You have to figure this out. We have to stick together. We have to take the things that we're learning, whether it's from this podcast, books you read, people that you watch and witness from. You have to put it into action so we can change and create a future that is loving, a future that is healing. Healed people heal people. Hurt people hurt people. What trend do you want to be on? What path do you want to lead yourself through? Let's raise ourselves up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you some positive motivation to inspire you for the day. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link in the description. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And you can also join the Positive Mindset Facebook group. There's a link for that as well. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.